Okay, so we understand there's different kinds of reinforcement. First we're going to talk about two called positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. Now positive reinforcement is very simple. Doing something gives you a pleasurable stimulus, and that gives you a reward. And it encourages to repeat the behavior. So if you press a lever, the rat learns to press the lever. There's positive reinforcement if there's food that comes out. And we talked about how there's a stimulate. If you could put electrodes into the pleasure center of the rat can learn to press the button and experience pleasure. So that's also positive reinforcement right there. How about when you're not using rats, though, when you're actually using humans? What would positive reinforcement look like? It could be something, what are pleasurable? Food is also pleasurable. Kids love ice cream. I love ice cream. Maybe people want hugs, physical contact, warmth, shelter. So anything that gives them a positive response, a pleasurable response, is some kind of positive reinforcement. Compare that with negative reinforcement. It's when there's a negative stimulus, something that the animal or the person doesn't like, and they have to do something to remove and avoid that stimulus. So for example, in the Skinner box, it could be that the bottom of the cage is electrified, so the animal gets shocked. And that's negative stimulus. And the animal has to press a lever to turn off the electric shock. So in that case, that's negative reinforcement. There's something bad that you want to take away, and that reinforces the behavior. So I have here, for example, pressing an alarm clock in the morning. Right? You're trying to sleep, you're having a good time, and the alarm clock goes off. The alarm is a negative stimulus. You don't like the sound of it, and so what do? You slam the snooze button, right? And so that reinforces the behavior that after you press the snooze button, things become normal again. You're having a good time. So that reinforces that behavior of hitting the snooze button. Does it make sense? Hope that makes sense. So that's negative reinforcement, which is there's a bad stimulus that you want to turn off. There's another kind called omission training, which is you withhold the reward until the desired behavior is demonstrated. That's also very similar, which is that until the rat does something, you don't give it the food. So you withhold the food, the reinforcer, until the animal does something. That way, it decreases the frequency of the behavior until that behavior is done. Right?